You must be a special lady.
What are you singing first?
No, Harry, I'm singing second, man.
And a very exciting girl.
I'll bring that bass out, man.
Hey man, I'll bring it out a little bit more.
You gotta be a special lady.
Hi YouTube friends and viewers. This is a video response to So Blessed. She had a request for her birthday that if some of her subscribers would do a random act of kindness or get her one of the things on her wish list. And so since I couldn't afford a Mercedes, I decided that I'd do a random act of kindness. So I knew that my neighbor, she's a Christian, and she has a ministry where she goes and ministers and gives to the homeless. They're called the river people because they're right there by the river. And she takes some food. I don't know how often she does it, but anyway, I said, well, I want to go over there and ask her if she can use some help. I can make some burritos or sandwiches or whatever she needs. So I went and asked her, and she said, well, something better is that she was going to have a baptism in her swimming pool on Saturday. 3 of the women that she's been ministering to decided that they accepted the Lord and they want to get baptized. And she even is going to go take him for a pedicure and a manicure. She's just an awesome lady. So I said, well, what can I do? She goes, well, you can make something. So I decided to make some cowboy bread, a couple of pans of cowboy bread. Now, cowboy bread is a real popular, it's almost like coffee cake. And we used to make it for the kids at the school district because I was a cafeteria lady when I worked for them for 15 years. So I'm going to make a couple of pans of that and also turn this into a tutorial of how to make cowboy bread. My granddaughter is sitting there and she's mimicking me and she's going to make me laugh. Stop it, Demi. Stop it. She's recording me. Well, anyway, she asked a couple of questions for the response, and the first one was, what does the So Blessed channel mean to me? And I think I wrote this on one of her comments, and to say that, when I go to her channel, it's just like visiting a good friend, always welcome, and that you're always going to make me feel better before I leave and go home. And that's exactly how I feel, and I think a lot of her subscribers feel the same way. And the other question she asked, which is my favorite video? And the first one that popped into my head, did you move that around? Okay, the first one that popped into my head is the one that she made for the 7 fat vloggers. And when she pretended she was the brain, and she also pretended she was the body, and she kept, arguing with the body and the brain, and that was so cute. Did you write that yourself, Dee? Because that was excellent. So that was my favorite video. And you know what my random act of kindness is? And now I'm going to sing you a little bit of a happy birthday song. We used to sing this in one of our churches, so I'm going to sing it to you. Oh, happy birthday to you. Oh, happy birthday to you. Every day of the year, may you find Jesus there. Oh, happy birthday to you. Oh, happy birthday to you. The best one you ever had. And you know what? I watched your video, how sad your day started. So, and so hopefully this will be at the end of your day, and it'll help cheer you up. And well, you already said what God, everything's in your hands, and I'm not going to let this upset me. And that's really awesome of you. So anyway, let's start my tutorial of how to make cowboy bread. Follow me to the sink. Right here. Okay, I've already measured out all. Just stay right there, baby, in the sink. I already measured out all the ingredients, and I'm going to start by putting 2 1/4 cups of flour and a half a cup of 1 1/2 cups of brown sugar, and it asks for half a teaspoon of salt, which I already mixed with the flour. Let me mix these 2 up a little bit. I'm gonna have to use my finger because I looked high and low for my pastry cutter, and I could not find it. I don't know where that thing went. Probably landed up in the trash or something. So I'm probably going to end up using my fingers like I do when I make tortillas, so it'll be okay. Mix these up. I'm going to use my hands. I think it's faster. Get all the big lumps of brown sugar mixed up in there. Okay. Although it does taste kind of good when you bite into a hunk of brown sugar. Okay, and this is the shortening. I'm just going to ignore the phone. Why does the phone ring every time I decide I'm going to make something? I'm going to cut it up. And it's going to look again, you know, like cornmeal, like when you make biscuits too. Just keep doing that. This is a little bit harder because it has brown sugar in it. But anyway, I hope you have a good rest of the birthday. So blessed. And I hope you have a good dinner. You'll have to tell us all about your dinner and about your red velvet cheesecake. I keep wanting to get on the internet and find out what is a red velvet cheesecake. I have never eaten any, and I just got to go on there and find out what the ingredients are just to see what it might taste like. Okay, let me wash my hands real fast. Okay, right back to the sink, Mija. Okay, I'm taking out my half a cup. Oh, it's not mixed up good enough yet. Oops. Uh-oh. As you see, I'm still working in the sink. Works better for me because I'm so short. But anyway, here's my half a cup that I'm reserving for the topping. Okay, now I'm going to add all the rest of the ingredients, which is a half a teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1.5 teaspoons of nutmeg, and 1 cup of buttermilk, and 2 eggs. I'll have the recipe at the end of the video. You know, I didn't have any buttermilk, so what I did is I took 1 cup of regular milk, and I put a 1/4 cup of vinegar, and it just looks just like, it just gets the consistency of buttermilk. Isn't that awesome? I learned that, you know, working at the school district. Okay, here's my milk and my eggs. I'm going to go ahead and mix it up with a mixer for a few minutes. I can, so it doesn't get boring. Am I boring, Mija? She says yes. She's not a little stinker. She's a 20-year-old stinker. And I love her. She's my firstborn grandbaby. And she had it all to herself in 5 years. All of our undivided attention. Okay, you don't really have to mix it that long. Just trying to get all the ingredients mixed together. That looks good enough. I'll take my spatula. Sure it's all mixed up, and it is. Okay, over here, babe. Okay, now I'm going to put it in my pan. I already sprayed that non-stick stuff on the pan. Try to get everything ready before the video, so I wouldn't waste any time doing that. It would be better if I had a more shallow pan, because we actually bake these in very shallow pans, almost like cookie sheets. Okay, there you go. Sprinkle it. Get the corners first, those are the ones that make the most. I'm making a video, Frank. I warned him because he was probably getting ready to walk in here. He was taking a nap. He was taking a nap. That's why I didn't ask him to video for me. Okay, there. That's pretty evenly distributed. And now I have the oven at 350. Follow me to the oven, babe. Stick it in there, and I think it's going to be, what does it say? Let me check the menu. Recipe. It's going to be in there for about 20 minutes. Okay. Turn it off, babe. Okay, ladies, here's the finished product. It's just too bad that we can't send smells through YouTube, because that is what is the best thing about this. It smells heavenly. You can smell all those spices, you know, the cinnamon, the nutmeg. It's very good. Wish I could eat some, but I can't. I have to give it to the neighbors. Maybe I'll make one just for us. Thanks for watching. Bye.